99% of people don't know the unpleasant odor specific to seniors. Just wash this spot properly. Hey, you ever walked into a room, maybe visited an older relative, a nursing home, or even just got into someone's car and something in the air hit your nose that you couldn't quite describe? Not offensive, not disgusting, but oddly musty, familiar, hard to forget? Now don't lie. You've noticed it. And if you haven't, you will, someday. Or worse, someone might notice it on you. Yeah, today, we're talking about something that 99% of people don't talk about, don't know the science behind, and definitely don't realize they can prevent. What is it? It's often called old person smell. I know, harsh name. It sounds offensive, but this isn't about disrespect. This is about understanding the truth, about taking ownership, and about removing the shame around a natural biological change that happens with time, and more importantly, what you can do about it starting right now. Because here's the thing, it's not about being unclean. It's not about poor hygiene. It's not even about aging wrong. This distinct odor, this subtle but memorable scent, is caused by something specific happening inside your body as you age. And get this, it often starts appearing after the age of 4. And here's the real kicker. It's not coming from your armpits. It's not your breath. It's not your shoes. It's not anything most people think to wash or freshen. It's coming from one tiny area of your body that almost everyone neglects to clean properly. An area so commonly overlooked in showers that it's practically a blind spot for most of us. Let me ask you, when's the last time you deliberately scrubbed the back of your ears and the base of your neck? Go ahead. Be honest. If you had to think about it, or if your answer is wait, people wash there, then buckle up, my friend, because this video is about to open your eye. We're diving deep today not just into skincare or hygiene, but into why the human body produces a certain scent as it ages, what compound is behind it, and how to stop it from becoming something that defines you or your loved ones unfairly. It's time to break a taboo. It's time to wash away the stigma. And yes, it's time to wash that one critical spot the right way, starting today. Because smelling great isn't about age, it's about awareness. And I promise by the end of this video you'll never think of your shower the same way again. Let's get started. Number 1. The smell no one talks about. What is it really? Alright, let's get real. We've all had those what is that smell moments. Usually when visiting someone older, maybe even in our own homes, or on ourselves. But here's the deal. Most people can't even describe it. It's not quite body odor. It's not dirty laundry. It's not food or mildew. It's something else. Some call it a musty smell. Some say it smells a little like old paper, or stale air, or even a faint metallic tang. But here's the weird part. It's remarkably consistent across cultures, homes, and lifestyles. It's not about where you live. It's not about your diet entirely. It's not even about your hygiene routines. Not at first anyway. So what is it? Believe it or not, science has actually given this mystery a name. Nonenal. Sounds like something from a chemistry textbook, right? That's because it is. Meet Nonenal, the chemical behind the old person smell. Nonenal, pronounced Nonenal, is an organic compound, basically a byproduct your skin starts to produce as you age. Specifically, this little troublemaker comes from the oxidation of fatty acids in your skin, which happens more frequently once you pass the age of 40. Let me say that again for the folks in the back. This scent is not dirt, not sweat, not bacteria. It's a chemical your skin produces naturally as you age, and most people don't even know it exists. Why does it happen? As we get older, our skin chemistry changes. The body's natural ability to regenerate, detoxify, and shed oxidized oils slows down. And this particular compound, Nonenal, builds up silently. It doesn't show up like BO does when you're stressed or working out. It's subtle, gradual, persistent. But once you know it's there, you can't unsmell. Why you might not smell it, even if it's on you. Now this is where it gets even trickier. Many seniors and even people in their 40s and 50s can't detect the scent on themselves. Just like how some people get used to the smell of their own cologne or perfume, your nose gets nose blind to Nonenal over time. So even if you're giving yourself the sniff test after a shower, you might not notice anything, but others do. It's kind of like having spinach in your teeth. You won't know unless someone points it out. And let's be honest, who's gonna say, hey, you smell a little oxidized today? That's why this is so important, because unless someone brings it up, you might never know it's something you need to address. It can subtly affect how people perceive you, how they interact with you, and even how you feel about yourself. It's not your fault, but it is your responsibility. This is where we clear the air, literally and figuratively. The presence of Nonenal doesn't mean you're dirty. It doesn't mean you don't bathe. It doesn't mean anything's wrong with you. It's a natural part of aging. It happens to everyone, even the most health-conscious, skincare-obsessed people out there. But just because it's natural doesn't mean we have to accept it as a fact of life. Think about it. We brush our teeth every day to keep our breath fresh. We trim our nails. We wear deodorant. We wash our faces. So why wouldn't we take action on this too? Especially when the solution is shockingly simple and easy to integrate into our daily hygiene. And guess what? We're about to uncover the exact spot on your body where Nonenal tends to accumulate the most. The one you're probably skipping over every time you shower. And once you know where it is and how to wash it properly, you'll be light years ahead of 99%. Let's move on, because in the next section we're pulling back the curtain on the science behind your skin's transformation as you age. If you thought this section was eye-opening, wait until you see what's actually happening under the surface. Ready? Let's go. Number 2. The science of aging skin and scent. And scent. Alright. Now that we've unmasked the culprit, Nonenal, let's dive deeper into why this chemical becomes a thing as we get older. Because understanding the science behind it is the first step to taking control of it. This isn't just some random side effect of getting older. There's a very real biological process at work. And once you know what's happening beneath your skin, you'll start to see aging in your daily hygiene in a completely new light. Aging skin isn't just wrinkles, it's chemistry. Let's start with a basic truth. Your skin is your body's largest organ. It's alive. It breathes. It sweats. It sheds. It protects you, and it evolves as you age. By the time you hit your 30s and 40s, your skin begins to change in subtle but powerful ways. And these changes are exactly what pave the way for that unspoken scent we talked about in section 1. Here's what's going on. Sebum composition changes. Sebum is the natural oil your skin produces. In your younger years, it's a balanced mix that keeps your skin soft and hydrated. But as you age, the composition shifts. You start to produce more omega-7 unsaturated fatty acids, which are far more likely to oxidize. When they oxidize, especially in the presence of air, pollution, and UV rays, they create, you guessed it, Nonenal. Antioxidant defense drops. Your skin used to be loaded with antioxidants, like vitamin E, that help protect against oxidation. But with age, those defenses weaken. Your body just isn't pumping out antioxidants like it used to. And without that shield, the oxidized oils sit on your skin longer and transform into odor-producing compounds. Think of it like food going rancid because the fridge broke down. Your body isn't refrigerating your oils as well anymore. 3. Cell turnover slows down. Young skin regenerates quickly. Dead skin cells get sloughed off. New ones rise to the surface and everything stays fresh. But once you're over 40, that turnover rate slows dramatically, which means more dead skin lingering on the surface, more time for oils to oxidize, more time for Nonenal to settle in and get cozy. 4. Hormonal changes. This one's huge, especially for women during and after menopause. Estrogen, which plays a big role in skin hydration and elasticity, plummets. That leads to thinner, drier, more vulnerable skin, which is a prime breeding ground for all those oxidized oils. Men go through a shift too. As testosterone gradually declines, so does collagen production and sebum regulation. It's slower than the hormonal changes women experience, but it still impacts skin chemistry and odor. Why this scent clings to certain areas. Here's where it gets interesting. Not all skin produces Nonenal equally. It's especially strong in areas with a high concentration of sebaceous oil glands, like behind the ears, around the neck and collar area, the upper back and chest, the scalp, folds of skin, especially in warmer climates. These spots are like little chemical factories when it comes to oxidized oils. And since we don't always scrub them thoroughly or at all, they become the ground zero for this specific scent. And again, many people don't even notice it on themselves. The nose blind effect is real. Your brain is smart, sometimes too smart. When you're exposed to a scent regularly, whether it's your own laundry detergent, your pet smell, or yes, your own body odor, your brain starts to tune it out. It's called olfactory adaptation, or more casually, going nose blind. So while everyone else in the room might catch a whiff of that musty, stale scent, you're completely unaware. That's what makes this such a sneaky issue. You can't fix what you don't know is there. And even worse, most people won't tell you. Not out of malice, but out of discomfort. It's awkward to bring up, so it goes unspoken, unnoticed by the person who needs to know, and eventually it becomes just how they smell. But here's the truth bomb, and I want you to take this to heart. This scent is not a fixed part of aging. You can do something about it, starting with one small change. In the next section, we're zooming in on the one spot most people skip in the shower, the place where Nonenal loves to hide, and how giving it just a little extra attention can completely shift how you smell and how you feel, without overhauling your entire routine. Are you ready to uncover the Sen 1 hygiene blind spot? Let's go. Number 3. The surprising spot most people don't wash properly. Okay, so now you know about Nonenal, how it's formed and how your body's changing skin chemistry plays a big role as you age. But let's cut straight to the most actionable part of this whole thing. There's one spot on your body where this odor tends to linger, and most people don't even wash it. You ready? It's behind your ears and the base of your neck. Yup, that's it. That's the spot. Sounds simple, right? Almost too simple. But let me tell you, this tiny oversight in your hygiene routine could be the key to eliminating that musty, stale scent that so many older adults unintentionally carry. Let's break it down. Why behind the ears is the odor hotspot? That area behind your ears, it's packed with sebaceous glands, those oil-producing machines that ramp up Nonenal production as you age. Now ask yourself this. When you take a shower, do you actually scrub behind your ears and the base of your skull with intention? Or do you just kind of let the shampoo run over it and assume it's good? Most people, young, old, men, women, completely forget this area. It's not just overlooked, it's ignored. And what happens when you leave any oily surface uncleaned? It starts to smell, especially when that oil is oxidizing into Nonenal. Over days and weeks, the skin behind your ears can accumulate dead skin cells, sebum, skin oils, hair product residue, sweat, dust, and pollution. And it's not just a matter of washing it occasionally. It needs consistent attention, like you'd give your face or your underarms. The neck, the secret second culprit. Now let's talk about the base of the neck, especially at the hairline. This spot is often out of sight and out of mind, especially for people with long hair, ponytails, or less mobility in their shoulders. But just like behind the ears, this area is oily, warm, and rarely exfoliated. It becomes a sticky trap for dead skin and oxidized oil. So when you combine that buildup with natural aging skin and slower cell turnover, boom, that's your invisible stink zone. I don't smell anything, but they do. Here's what I've heard from countless people who finally learned this truth. I never knew it was me. I thought it was my clothes, my car, my dog. People were polite, but I could tell they noticed something. The moment I started washing behind my ears regularly, it changed everything. And guess what? You don't need a $200 body wash or some magical soap. You just need to wash that spot intentionally, daily, and with the same care you give to your face or underarms. That's it. But before we get into the how, which is coming later, let's zoom out for a second, talk about something even bigger. Why don't people talk about this? Why is this smell such a taboo topic? The next section dives into the deep emotional undercurrent of this whole issue. Because the truth is, this isn't just about scent. It's about shame, silence, and how we treat aging in our society. Let's talk about that. Number 4. Cultural silence and social embarrassment. Alright, so we've uncovered the science. We've pinpointed the physical spot most people miss. But now we have to talk about the emotional side of all this. Because this issue isn't just biological, it's deeply human. Let me ask you something. When's the last time you told someone they had bad breath? Or that they needed to check their underarms? or that their house had a strange odor. Exactly. We're hardwired to avoid those kinds of conversations, especially when it comes to people we love and respect. And when it comes to aging, that silence becomes even more deafening. The smell no one wants to name. This old person's smell. It becomes the elephant in the room. A caregiver notices it but doesn't say anything. A grandchild crinkles their nose but stays quiet. Friends start visiting less, choosing to meet elsewhere. Even doctors and nurses hesitate to bring it up unless it's extreme. And the older person, they're often completely unaware. They don't smell it on themselves. No one's told them. And yet, they feel the difference in how people act around them. People don't hug me as long. My grandkids used to snuggle more. I notice the windows are always open when people visit. I don't get invited to carpool anymore. It becomes this subtle, creeping isolation. And here's the worst part. It's preventable. We just have to talk about it. The shame is undeserved. Let's be crystal clear about one thing. This scent has nothing to do with being lazy, unhygienic, or unclean. But society doesn't treat it that way. There's an underlying stigma that says smelling old equals being less than, less vibrant, less capable, less wanted. And that is a huge lie. The truth, you can be aging gracefully, actively, brilliantly, and still experience this scent if no one's ever told you how to stop it. This isn't about judgment. It's about empowerment. It's about empowerment. What caregivers, spouses, and family need to understand. If you're taking care of an aging parent, grandparent, or even your partner, you have so much power to help them preserve their dignity. It might start with something as small as saying, "Hey, can I show you something I learned about skin changes as we age? I just found out about this compound called Nonenal. Want to try this new soap together? Let's do a fresh start shower routine. Just for fun. Gentle, respectful, collaborative." You'd be amazed how many older adults are grateful once they learn. They don't want to carry that scent any more than you want to smell it. They just didn't know. The bigger problem, we don't normalize aging conversations. This is bigger than just scent. We as a society don't talk about aging in a healthy way. We joke about wrinkles. We whisper about retirement homes. We dodge the topic of death altogether. But you know what? Aging is a privilege. Not everyone gets to grow old. And with that privilege comes a responsibility to ourselves and each other, to talk about these real changes, to embrace them with grace, knowledge, and action. This issue might start with a scent, but it ends with confidence, dignity, and self-love. And the best part, it's all fixable, preventable, empowering. Next, I'm going to show you exactly how to clean that one spot properly and build it into a daily routine that's effortless, non-invasive, and highly effective. Let's keep going. Number 5. Clean solutions. The right way to wash that spot. Okay. Now we're getting into the part you've been waiting for. What do you actually do about it? You've made it this far, and by now you know the scent is real. The chemistry is real. The social silence is real. But most importantly, the solution is simple. Let's go back to that one critical area we talked about, behind the ears and at the base of the neck. This is the command center for Nonenal buildup, the odor battleground, and the good news, you don't need a lab coat to win the fight. Step 1. Wash it like you mean it. First things first, don't just let shampoo or body wash drip down and assume it's doing the job. That's like expecting rain to clean your car. You've got to target the area. Here's how. Alcap. Use your fingertips, not just a washcloth. This allows you to feel the contours behind the ears and at the base of the skull. Use gentle circular motions for 20-30 seconds per side. Make sure you reach the crease behind the earlobe, all the way down to where your neck meets your shoulders. Use warm water, not scalding hot, to open pores and soften sebum. And yes, this goes for every age, not just seniors. If you're 25 and reading this, guess what? You can start building good habits right now and age like a legend. A lot of people think the stronger the soap, the better. But harsh soaps can actually strip your skin and cause rebound oil production. Look for pH-balanced cleansers between 4.5 and 6. Mild exfoliating ingredients like salicylic acid or glycolic acid. Oil if you're dealing with particularly oily skin. Products marketed for back acne or oily skin often work great behind the ears. You don't want to use abrasive scrubs or harsh alcohols. This area is sensitive. You're cleaning it, not sanding it down. Step 3. Exfoliate gently. Once or twice a week, use a gentle exfoliant. Something soft and smooth, not gritty. Think enzyme-based or gel exfoliants. This removes dead skin cells that trap oil and odor and helps your cleanser reach deeper layers. Step 4. Dry thoroughly. Moist environments invite bacterial growth. After you wash, make sure to pat dry behind the ears and the back of your neck. If you have longer hair, move it aside and give the area airflow before tying your hair up again. Trust me, it makes a difference. Step 5. Optional: moisturize and protect. If your skin feels dry, apply a non-comedogenic, non-pore clogging moisturizer with light antioxidants like vitamin E or green tea extract. This adds a protective layer and keeps your skin from overproducing oil. Dinging. Make it a ritual, not a chore. Add this into your existing routine. You're already in the shower. What's an extra 30 seconds? It's not about scrubbing harder. It's about targeting smart. And if you're a caregiver or someone who supports an older loved one, this little act of care could transform their confidence and help maintain their dignity in ways you might never have imagined. This isn't just hygiene. It's healing. It's love. It's grace. It's awareness. But hang on. We're not done yet. Because even if you wash that area perfectly, other parts of your lifestyle could be working against you. Next, we're going to cover the bigger picture. How the way you eat, sleep, move, and dress could either amplify or reduce that unwanted scent. Let's get into it. Number 6. The bigger picture. Lifestyle factors that amplify or reduce the smell. Alright, now we're leveling up. You've cleaned the critical spot. That's huge, but let's zoom out a bit. Because your body is a complex, interconnected machine. And what happens on the outside is often a reflection of what's going on inside. So if you want to not just mask or reduce the odor, but actually change the way your body operates over time, then it's time to talk lifestyle. Let's break it down. 1. Diet. You literally are what you eat. You've heard it before. But when it comes to body odor, diet is a game changer. Certain foods, when digested, can increase internal oxidation, throw off your gut flora, and even add to sebum production. Others can help detox, reduce inflammation, and improve your body's internal chemistry. Foods that worsen odor. Fried and processed foods. They boost internal oxidation. Red meats in excess, especially low-quality ones. Refined sugars and artificial sweeteners. Alcohol in large amounts. Garlic and onions, temporarily. Foods that help: parsley, citrus fruits, rich in antioxidants. Green tea, natural detoxifier. Omega-3 rich foods, salmon, flaxseed, walnuts. Whole grains and fibers support gut health and skin renewal. If your body is clean on the inside, your skin will be fresher on the outside. It's that simple. 2. Hydration. Flush it out. Water helps your body eliminate waste, and waste that isn't flushed out through urine or sweat can linger in your body and emerge through, you guessed it, your skin. Aim for 8 to 10 glasses a day, more if you live in a hot climate or sweat a lot. Bonus. Hydration also improves skin elasticity, texture, and resilience as you age. 3. Exercise. Move it or stew in it. Regular movement boosts circulation, encourages cell turnover, and supports the lymphatic system, your body's natural detox crew. Even a 20-minute walk every day can help your skin purge toxins, regulate oil, and improve your overall scent. Don't fear sweat. It's not your enemy. It's your body doing its job. Just make sure to shower after. Sleep and stress. The silent scent saboteurs. When you're stressed, your body releases cortisol. Cortisol can change your skin's oil production, increase inflammation, and even mess with your hormonal balance. Same goes for poor sleep. Your skin doesn't repair properly, and oxidative stress increases. Try to get 7 to 9 hours a night, and incorporate stress-reducing habits like meditation, nature walks, or deep breathing. Because a calm body is a cleaner body. Clothing and fabric choices. Believe it or not, your clothes could be holding on to odor more than you think. Here's how to fix it. Choose breathable fabrics like cotton, bamboo, or linen. Avoid wearing synthetic materials, like polyester, for long periods. They trap oils and sweat. Wash clothes regularly in hot water with baking soda or vinegar to neutralize scent. Don't rewear clothes, especially undershirts or anything touching the back of the neck. Skin and hair products. Heavy perfumes, hairsprays, and oils can mix with sebum and produce unexpected results. If you apply hair products that drip onto your neck and ears and you don't wash them off, you're basically marinating that area and build. Try cleaner, fragrance-free products, and make sure to rinse the hairline thoroughly during showers. It's all connected. Think of your lifestyle as a wheel. If one spoke is broken, diet, exercise, sleep, stress, it throws the whole system off balance. But the beauty is you don't need to be perfect. Even small adjustments in your diet, your shower routine, your fabrics, or your stress can lead to big improvements in how you look, feel, and yes, smell. We're not trying to be flawless here. We're trying to be fresh, aware, and empowered. And that brings us to something even bigger. What if we changed not just our habits but our entire mindset around aging? Stick with me, because in the next section we're about to rewrite the story of growing older, and it starts with pride, not shame. Let's go. Number 7. A new narrative, aging with dignity, freshness, and confidence. Let's take a step back. This whole conversation started with a scent, a subtle but stubborn odor that most people ignore, avoid, or whisper about. But now you know it's not about shame. It's not about embarrassment. It's not even about just being clean. It's about something far more powerful: dignity, awareness, empowerment. And here's the truth. Aging is not a decline. It's not something to hide. It's not a burden. Aging is a badge of survival. It means you've lived, you've loved, you've laughed and cried. You've experienced more of this wild ride called life than so many others got the chance to. So why do we let things like old person smell define us? Why do we associate aging with decay instead of wisdom, vitality, and self-respect? It's time we change that. Rewrite the rules of aging. What if aging came with more compliments, not fewer? What if instead of hiding graying hair or softer skin, we celebrated the energy we still carry, the resilience we've built, and the clarity that only comes with time? What if someone said, "You smell amazing. What are you using? You've got such a peaceful energy. You're glowing. What's your secret?" And you could smile and say, "I take care of myself. I know my body. I love my age." This isn't about pretending to be 20. It's about being the best version of who you are today. Fresh, vibrant, intentional. And yes, that includes your scent, your skin, the energy you carry with you when you walk into a room. Become an example, not a statistic. 99% of people don't know about 99% don't wash behind their ears properly. 99% aren't even having this conversation. But you are. You're now part of the 1%. Not the wealth kind, but the self-aware, self-loving, self-respecting kind. And you have a choice. You can pass this knowledge on to your parents, your spouse, your siblings, your kids, your coworkers. You can uplift someone's self-esteem just by helping them notice something they never knew. Be the reason someone smells better, feels better, lives better, without shame. Let's normalize talking about the unspoken. The truth is, the more we normalize talking about body changes like odor, hormones, skin chemistry, the more we reduce the stigma that isolates people as they age. Whether you're 27 or 77, we all deserve to feel fresh, to feel desirable, to feel confident in our skin. You don't have to hide in baggy clothes or turn away from hugs. You don't have to dread being the old person in the room. You get to show the world that aging can be strong, sexy, serene, and yes, squeaky clean. And it starts with a simple act. Wash the spot. Know your body. Own your scent. Conclusion. It's not just a smell. It's a signal. We made a full journey here today, didn't we? We started with a mystery scent, one that so many people notice but almost no one talks about. We traced it back to Nonenal, a sneaky little compound that forms as our skin chemistry changes with age. We pinpointed the one spot behind your ears and neck, where it tends to build up. We tackled the silence, the shame, the awkwardness that surrounds this conversation. And most importantly, we gave you real solutions. You don't need expensive products. You don't need to fear getting older. You just need to be intentional. A small change, an extra 30 seconds in the shower can shift how you smell, how others perceive you, and how you feel about yourself. Because that's what this is really about. It's not about avoiding odor. It's about showing up for yourself, about walking into a room with confidence, about aging with grace and power, not silence and shame. Your challenge starting today. Here's your challenge. Here's your challenge. Here's your challenge. Here's your challenge. Wash behind your ears every day this week. Really wash. Talk to one person about what you learned today, and take a moment to appreciate how much your body has done for you, and how much it still can. You are not defined by a number. You are not defined by a scent. You are defined by how you live, and how you choose to care for yourself. So choose to care. Choose to smell like joy. Choose to age like a legend. And hey, if this video opened your eyes, taught you something new, or made you think differently, don't keep it to yourself. Like it, share it, comment below. Let's break this silence together. You're not alone. You're not forgotten. You're not fading. You're evolving, freshly, every single